Welcome back to another TerranScapes video. Been out of the shop a lot this last couple weeks due to some personal life issues, nothing bad, just busy. And so I thought I would shoot a real quick video, show you something that's gotten a slightly modified change, some rock outcroppings, and also wanted to do a quick mention. I recently saw Miniwargaming. They have a YouTube channel. I'm not going to put a link down. If you don't know about them, you should already probably know. And they had an offer to join their sort of download section, and you could download some free DVDs. And I noticed that they had 3 or so that included some terrain, and I've been taking a look at those lately, and I have to say there's something there to learn for everybody. Cat knocking the camera. If you have not taken a look at those and seen what they have to offer, it's not a bad idea. George, it's been a long time since you've been on camera. And anyway, and it's sort of a pseudo free membership, so you can join up and you can unsubscribe at 7 days or a week or whatever, and you get your money back. I'm not a big subscriber to get stuff advocate. I don't really like that format, but for the content they're giving, it's decent enough to make the extra hurdle to do that. And if you see other content that's there you might like, it might be worthwhile to check it out as a regular subscriber. So anyway, I wanted to point that out. Miniwargaming, their site has some interesting videos. Anyway, so let's take a closer look at these rock outcroppings. I'll show you the small changes that I've made and give you a sense of why I did it. So these are the granite outcroppings that I have offered on the site, and I've really had, these are one of the oldest pieces that I still hand carve to date, and I didn't really, the stone texture didn't have that much texture, and they're kind of a chore to carve. And so what I did here is I decided to do one final hand cut piece and get a sense if I could make some alterations to it that I'd like enough that I could then cast them. So what I've done is I've carved the foam using the Hotwire Factory's, I'm not sure if I'm using the freehand router, I think so, with a stiff blade. And one of the nice things about that is it melts the foam and puts actually a little texture into it, which I kind of liked. But it wasn't enough, so what I did is I went over it with the foam coat. Now, foam coat, if you haven't seen my video on it, you should go back into the archives and take a look at it. It's a gypsum plaster protective coating. I put a couple thin coats over this, and it gives it, of course, it gives it a little more durability, but I wanted it to increase its stone texture a bit. And I felt like because it's got little granules of, you know, almost like sand in it, that it would help it, and sure enough, I think it's given them a little bit of a nicer stone look. I didn't spend an inordinate amount of time carving these, as I decided I probably wasn't going to cast them, so I wanted to do this final test and see how it painted up with the foam coat on it. So the next set that I do will probably be for molding, and I might spend a little more time adding a little more variation to the pieces, but give you a sense of how they look. In addition, for this set, I've also put in a 4th little rock in there and decided to keep it the same style as the rest. That might be optional, might change that in the future as well. But I expanded the bases a little bit in size for this, and that meant I had a little more room to put in even a little tiny tree there and kind of dress this up. So this customer's getting a little extra above and beyond after he ordered it. Sometimes that happens when you order a piece and it's something I want to fix. I'll just fix it up and include it at the same price. That happens from time to time. So anyway, just to show you quick changes to the stone, the granite outcroppings, and they'll probably be modified a little bit better in the future. So before I leave the outcroppings, I just wanted to mention that I've finished up most of the orders that I have in the queue, and so August is going to be devoted to some of those custom projects that are ongoing, and I'm going to see if I can push them ahead quite a bit. That includes the castle project. You'll be seeing updates on that. The Imperial Sector, some more work has been done. Videos will come out of that soon, and the and I have some new forest spaces, forests to work on. Customers sent me a whole variety of trees that I've never seen before or worked with in person. Very excited to get those done, and also put them on some new styled bases. I'm going to look at redesigning my forest bases based on some of the feedback that I got from the vegetation stands, the cacti stands I'm referring to recently. So that's given me some new directions to go in, and I want to explore those over this month as well. And as a final mention, the store will be reopening August 26th or 27th. There is a note on the website and the newsletter, and that will be updated again before the store fully reopens. It will only be open a short window probably, and while I have many people suggesting I expand my workforce and expand the shop to accommodate more customers more quickly, as long as the customers can be patient for me, I like having the individual control over, you know, contact, making the connections, doing the videos, doing the photos, you know, touching each piece of terrain before it leaves the shop, not in that way, in a good way. And so there are no plans on expanding TerranScapes in the near future, but it does mean that demand usually outstrips supply. So if you want to get an order in, you're going to want to have to time it very carefully. So thanks again for watching. I do appreciate the support and the feedback and the comments that I get. It means a lot to me, and it helps keep me moving forward. So stay tuned to the channel. You know I'll be back soon with another video.